See, we started, हम लोग ग्रोम और सैंडलवुड का बारे में शुरू किया है 2001 में. In 2001, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, they amended the Forest Act. And when they amended the Forest Act, they allowed all the farmers to grow sandalwood in their land, and also whatever they produce, it belongs to them. थोड़ा हिंदी भी बोल सकता है. And based on the amendment of Forest Act in 2001, हम लोग स्टार्ट किया है Grow More Sandalwood program. And when we started Grow More Sandalwood program, सारे लोग क्रिटिसाइज किया है, क्यों ग्रो करता है. हमारे सैंडलवुड हमारे नेचुरल लैंड में बहुत है, कल्टीवेशन करने का क्या फ़ायदा है. कल्टीवेशन करने से ऑयल मिलेगा, सेंटेड हार्डवुड मिलेगा, ऐसा फॉरेस्ट ऑफिसर बोलते थे. हम लोग मैंने किया है प्लांटेशन इन 1982 फॉर कर्नाटका फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट. मैंने 40 एकर्स प्लांटेशन किया है with 29 different types of host, both horticulture and forestry species. And after 6 years, I published a report mentioning that sandalwood can be cultivated. It need not be in the natural field. It can be cultivated in any agricultural land. And later I proved a चंदन खेती सिर्फ साउथ इंडिया में नहीं है, फ्रॉम कन्याकुमारी से हिमालय तक कल्टीवेशन कर सकता है. हम लोग ऐसा किया है. मैंने एक प्रोजेक्ट हिमालय असम में दे दिया है. अभी असम में बहुत खेती होते हैं, वहाँ बहुत अच्छा सैंडल भी निकलते थे अभी. एंड इन 2001 नेचुरल फॉरेस्ट का सैंडलवुड बहुत डिक्लाइन हो गया, बहुत कम हो गया. कर्नाटका, तमिलनाडु और केरला में कम से कम 5000 टन्स निकलते थे फ्रॉम 1965 to 1980. From 2001, it has come to 1000 tons. अभी है official production is 250 tons. And we are not able to give any oil outside India. But we are now importing oil. And चोरी करने का सैंडलवुड कम से कम 1500 टन्स पर ईयर. इसलिए हम लोग कल्टीवेशन का प्रमोशन किया है. एंड आवर विजन वाज सक्सेसफुल. नाउ भारत देश में कम से कम 2 लाख हेक्टेयर्स सैंडलवुड प्लांटेशन हो रहा है. मैंने सैंडलवुड का ग्लोबलाइजेशन कर दिया है. मैंने सैंडलवुड ऑस्ट्रेलिया में कल्टीवेशन किया है. ऑस्ट्रेलियन में अबाउट 40,000 एकर्स है अभी. एंड मैंने अफ्रीका में गया, टंजानिया और केन्या में प्लांटेशन किया है, और साउथ अमेरिका में कोस्टारिका में किया है. एंड अभी थाईलैंड और श्रीलंका में किया है. सो मैंने सैंडलवुड ग्लोबलाइजेशन किया है. एंड माई ओनली इंटरेस्ट इज टू ग्रो सैंडलवुड वेर एवर इट इज पॉसिबल. इट इज आवर हेरिटेज ट्री, and we have been using sandalwood even in Ramayana and Mahabharata, and we should keep our sandalwood alive in India. In Ramayana, the usage of sandalwood was there. Dasharatha died. When Dasharatha died, Bharata was not in the kingdom, whereas Ram, Sita, Lakshman, they were in the exile forest. So they did not know how to keep the body for 1 week. At that time, चंदन का पेस्ट लगाया दशरथ का बॉडी में. That is called embalming the sandalwood oil to dead body and keep the body not to decay for 1 week. And another episode in Kamsa's kingdom, there was a very kubja lady, hunchback lady was going to Kamsa's kingdom, and she was carrying sandalwood paste. कृष्ण और बलराम वो लेडी का पूछा है, व्हाट इज दैट यू आर कैरिंग? वो बोला है, मैं सैंडलवुड पेस्ट आई एम टेकिंग टू कमसा, एवरी डे आई एम गिविंग. देन कृष्ण एंड बलराम took that paste and smeared on the body of the hunchback woman, and suddenly she became a beautiful lady. So even that is there in Ramayana and Mahabharata. So we believe that sandalwood belongs to India, and we do not want sandalwood to disappear from India. It should stay. And now I am deviating my subject because Dr. Rathod Saab has told you more about cultivation and the details about it. And though I have worked on cultivation for a long time, for about 55 years, my association with sandalwood is almost about 56 years, and I am still trying to work as long as my health permits. And now I have deviated myself in today's lecture using sandalwood oil for different purposes other than normal purpose of using for perfumes, soaps and detergents, and now I want to use it for cancer. And this I did it based on my own experience. मुझको 2019 में प्रोस्टेट ऑपरेशन हो गया. प्रोस्टेट ऑपरेशन के बाद डॉक्टर्स ने बोला है, यू आर हैविंग कैंसर, प्रोस्टेट कैंसर, सो यू डोंट लिव लॉन्ग एंड यू हैव टू टेक एंटी कैंसरस इंजेक्शन एंड कीमोथेरेपी एवरी 3 months. मैंने डॉक्टर्स को बोला है, आई विल नॉट टेक, लेट मी डाई, I don't bother. I have my own medicine to take. And that medicine I am going to tell you now how it has helped me. And had I taken chemotherapy or anti-cancerous injection, I would not have lived now and stood before you. And I have used my own medicine, so now I am free from cancer. And I have no cancer in my body. I went to doctor after 15 days, asked them to test. They tested me. They said, you don't have cancer. You are free. Now I am absolutely free, and based on that, I have written this. Next slide, please. See, sandalwood is naturally grown in India, Sri Lanka, and also in most of the states. But now we are cultivating in most of the states, and it has been now introduced. अभी introduce किया है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, चाइना, मलेशिया, थाईलैंड and Africa. And in China, they are using sandalwood from Indonesia, not from India. And in other countries, they are using only Indian sandalwood. Next slide, please. ये नॉर्मल यूजर्स है. चंदन रिलीजियस में यूज करता है, कार्विंग में यूज करता है, और अचार प्रिपरेशन और फाइन फ्रेग्रेंस, सोप्स एंड टॉयलेटरीज एंड माउथ फ्रेशनर्स. आपको मालूम होगा है पान पराग पान मसाला. पान पराग पान मसाला चंदन का तेल बिना बना नहीं सकते. इट्स इम्पॉसिबल टू डू. So it contains sandalwood oil, and it is safe to use, not in excess. Only Jarda is having tobacco, which may bring cancer, whereas pan masala, pan parag do not give you cancer at all because it contains sandalwood oil. Because sandalwood oil within these components is going to suppress cancer. So you can safely use it, but don't take more. Next slide. So we believe by burning sandalwood oil or sandalwood paste, we are going to wash our sins. That is going to be carried to heaven. And we are going to, whatever dirty things we do on the land, that will all go away by burning sandalwood. And the Egyptians used sandalwood oil embalming dead bodies. They were doing mummies. Even for mummies, they were using sandalwood oil. So that though they kill them, and the sacrification that they do by embalming sandalwood oil, they are not going to get any sin from that. Next page. एंड एज ए मेडिसिन हम लोग आयुर्वेदा में यूज़ करते थे पहले. मोस्ट ऑफ द सेक्सुअल डिसीजेस वर कंट्रोल्ड बाय सैंडलवुड पेस्ट एंड सैंडलवुड ऑयल. एंड इन चाइना दे आर यूजिंग फॉर different purposes like dysentery, stomachache and gonorrhea. And even Unani they were using in different medical purposes. But because of the drug coming from Western countries, our usage of natural use of sandalwood oil has come back to India. We are not using it all. And the Western influence is so great that we have lost even Ayurveda preparation and Ayurveda usages also. Next please. Chandan ka kale, that is chandan oil, is antimicrobial, antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. Chandan ka leaf and bark is antifungal and antimicrobial. चंदन का लीफ का पेस्ट बना के कोई डिजीज का स्प्रे कर सकता है. स्प्रे करने से फंगल और माइक्रोबियल बैक्टीरिया कंट्रोल कर सकता है. और चंदन का लीफ में भी वो एंटी बैक्टीरियल एंटी फंगल प्रॉपर्टीज है. इसलिए सैंडलवुड इज नॉट गेटिंग मेनी डिसीजेस एट ऑल. नेक्स्ट प्लीज. आयुर्वेदा में 3 शब्द है, पित्ता, वाता और कफा. पित्ता वाता इनबैलेंस होने के बाद ज़रूर डिसीज आना है, डिसीज आता है. Whereas sandalwood oil is going to control vata pitta and the imbalance is reduced so that no disease can come when you take sandalwood oil. I think नितिन भाई ने ट्रांसलेट किया है हिंदी में. नेक्स्ट प्लीज. चंदन का ऑयल अरोमाथेरेपी में बहुत यूज करता है. अरोमाथेरेपी में चंदन का तेल यूज करने से सारे लोगों का रिलैक्स होता है और माइंड भी फ्री होता है। इसलिए अरोमाथेरेपी में चंदन का बहुत उपयोग है। इन थाईलैंड उन लोगों ने एडवांटेज ले लिया है, वहाँ अरोमाथेरेपी में बहुत चंदन का तेल यूज़ करता है। इंडिया में अभी शुरू हो गया है, बेंगलोर में है, ये स्पा है, ये स्पा में चंदन का तेल बहुत उपयोग अभी करने शुरू किया है। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। चंदन का पेस्ट वी आर यूजिंग फ्रॉम द टाइम इमोरियल इन our Ayurveda, and even for fever, and even for cough, and even for asthma, we were using sandalwood paste. And it promotes clarity and also improves skin complexion. And chandan ka tel, it is called anti-aging properties. So especially ladies can use it. When ladies can use on their skin, they ever become young, and their skin, there will be no wrinkles on the skin at all throughout their life. And sandalwood oil is having such a wonderful property. Next please. Sandal oil is not toxic. It is called a neutral, and even the perfumes what you use, the perfume को बोलता है neutral perfume. परफ्यूम में है लेडीज का परफ्यूम, मेन का परफ्यूम। चंदन का कंपोजिशन है, ये न्यूट्रल है। सारे both ladies and men can easily use it, and it is anti-diabetic. Even diabetic people also can use it, so that it can be under control. Next please. What is the mechanism of sandalwood oil? चंदन तक का तेल क्या होता है? Even if you apply on the skin से direct enters the blood stream of the body, even in the skin, and it can also be taken orally, and there is no problem by taking orally also. Even after taking orally, that enters directly to the mainstream of the blood, and when it goes mainstream of the blood, it attacks the targeting place in the body where cancer agent is actively working. And I also took about 4 drops per day when I was diagnosed cancer, prostate cancer, and after 15 days I was free from cancer. There was no cancer at all, and only I took 4 drops per day. And as I told you, it enters the circulatory system, whether you apply on the skin or if you take directly on the mouth, so that it will have no bad effect at all within the body. Next please. So it is having a chemo prevention effect. What is chemo prevention? Chemo prevention matlab, the sandalwood, there is every drug is having 2 types of activity. One, killing the cell which is affected by cancer, and second, not allowing the cancer cells to multiply within the body. And all the drugs what we found in the world, both in India and outside, उनको एक ही तरीका है, either the drug will have either kill the mechanism of cancer or do not allow the cancer to multiply. There is no drug in the world which can have both the functions. Whereas Chandan ka Thel, they have both the function. It can prevent cancer to come, and also it gets into the target area where cancer cells are multiplying, and they will inhibit the multiplication of the cancer in the targeted area. So our sandalwood oil is having such a property of both blocking and suppression activity. And this is the only drug in the entire world which has both the activity. Next, please. Skin cancer is most important cancer, and most of the skin cancer India में नहीं है. ये सारे cancer European and American countries में है, because where the skin do not have more of melanin content, and because of less melanin content, and when they are exposed to sunlight, they get skin disease. And those skin diseases can be easily controlled by topical application on the outside the skin with about 1 parts of sandalwood oil and 5 drops of acetone can be applied on any skin affected portion, so that within about 20 days their skin will become clear. And this has been proved already. Next, please. Oral cancer is very common. And moment you find any wound on the tongue or any part of the mouth, हमारे डॉक्टर्स लोग ने बोलता है you are having cancer. So that should be removed. When they remove it, they are going to be disfigured completely. And they are not able to talk correctly. Why do you want to do that? Why don't you apply a few drops of sandalwood oil on the wound directly? Only 1 or 2 drops per day for about 15 days. And you can control any mouth oral cancer. And if it is not successful, then go for surgery. And this has been proved very well. That is the topical application, outside the application, a few drops of Chandan ka Thel is going to cure your. Next, please. So this is the wound that you are finding. It can occur any part of the body. It can be on the tongue. It can be on the lips. Anywhere. Moment you find those lesions on the tongue, the doctor says, we'll do surgery. We'll remove the tongue. We'll remove the lip. Why do you want to do that? Why don't you apply sandalwood oil? See for about 30 days. If it is not cured, then you go for it. So why do you want to spoil his life? That is what I am telling you. Next, please. Breast cancer. Breast cancer is very common in most of the ladies after 40 years. And initially, on the breast, you find a small red patch. बाद में a red patch becomes hard and turns into a tumor.